Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to talk about the eighth house in astrology and how eighth house specifically impacts your marriage union, your partnerships, and your love connections. Okay, so eighth house represents so much, but today let's talk about how it impacts the relationship you share with your partner and with your in-laws as well. A very significant house which is responsible for the longevity of a relationship. Alright, so it's a short video but so important. So let's get started. See, eighth house is two places away from the seventh house, second from the seventh house. What is seventh house? Seventh house is partnership, legal contracts, marriage, union, and even if you are in a romantic connection, you are in love with someone, still you really need to see the seventh house. Yes, fifth house shows the romance, but seventh house needs to be considered when you are in love, when you are in this exchange of love, affection, exchange of energy in some form. So yes, then two places away from the seventh house. If seventh house is your partner, that very physical personality out there in open, this is who I am, that is the seventh house. Okay, eighth house is the deeper nature of this other person, your partner. Eighth house represents the in-laws. Eighth house represents the family of your partner, their values, the financial situation, the resources your partner will bring into this union. Okay, not just the financial resources, but also it shows the values this person carry, the moral values, the emotional values as well. Okay, so we have to see the eighth house, what kind of planets we have over there, where the eighth lord is placed, and the planets which are sitting in the eighth house, are they benefics, are they malefics, which house is ruled by those planets who are there in the eighth house. So there are a lot of considerations, there's so many things to be observed when you're analyzing your spouse nature, or how will be your partnership, how will be your business partnership with anyone significant. So seventh house is the personality of the partner and the looks and everything, and overall how this person is in general. But eighth house is the deep rooted belief system of this person, the values this person was acquiring through the family while growing up, while this person was raised, and how those values are going to enter into your union, how these values will impact your marriage. So very deep rooted belief system, very deep rooted nature can be seen from the eighth house. And also of course the financial situation with this person, and also most importantly how will be the family of the partner, because yes, that is a huge factor in deciding the longevity and the stability of any connection. So how to see the eighth house? See, eighth house, number one, see where the eighth lord is placed, which planet is that and how strong it is, whether it's exalted, whether it's in a friendly sign, enemy sign, which planet rules your eighth house, the nature of that planet, is it a benefic or a malefic, number one. Number two, where your eighth lord is placed and in what state it is, exalted, debilitated, friendly sign, enemy sign, what planets are sitting in the eighth house, are they malefics, are they benefics, and how they are placed. And of course, you have to see the seventh house, the seventh lord, you have to see the Direct Karaka, you have to see seventh from the moon as well. The Navamsha needs to be considered. But remember, always check the eighth house of Rashi and Navamsha. Both needs to be seen. Alright. So today, let's quickly understand, based on the sign ruling the eighth house, how will be your connection, how will be the dynamics between you and your partner. Because most importantly, eighth house signifies the power, the dynamics in a relationship. Dynamics literally means when two forces come together, either there is more development and growth, either there is devastation. So eighth house shows how two people are coming together. Will they grow? Will they just fall down together? And even when you are checking the compatibility between you and someone very special and you want to move forward with marriage, always compare the eighth house of your partner to the eighth house of your Rashi. Both the eighth house of Rashi and Navamsha needs to be compared between you and your partner's chart. So today, let's look into the sign ruling the eighth house, how it signifies the relationship. And a lot will depend upon, again, so many things we have to consider. I mentioned this already in this reading. So yeah, you need to keep the whole check. If the eighth house is ruled by Aries, it shows you're going to deal with someone who is impulsive, childlike in nature. This person always will be demanding in nature. Okay, if see how the Mars is placed, whatever this person wants from you, this will happen through some kind of force and dominance. All right. And if Mars is well placed, then yes, it can also be someone who is supportive, who is always ready for the change. But I have seen when Mars is in the eighth house, or the eighth house is somehow connected to Mars, it brings challenges, and the challenges are moreover about trying to dominate each other. If the eighth house is ruled by Taurus and if Venus is well placed, it gives someone who carry great resources, someone who can be financially very supportive. This person knows the value of money and knows how to save and create more, someone who deeply cares for the family. But if Venus is not well placed, then this can lead to someone who is very rigid and stubborn and doesn't want to change as per your needs, as per that flexibility is not there. If Gemini rules over the eighth house of your chart and the Mercury is well placed, this will enhance the friendship, the interaction, the communication in the relationship. This will become the strength of the connection. It brings more youthful energy here, like how every day just you will feel that the bond is getting more enhanced. There is more fun, there is more laughter in the connection. If the Mercury is not well placed, then it leads to someone who is very tricky in nature. This person will not force you to get things done, whatever he or she wants. This person can be very tricky, can be very manipulative to get things done through you. And that's the thing. If Cancer rules the eighth house of your chart and Moon is well placed, it gives someone who is very emotionally connected to you, someone who is sensitive, someone who can give you security in the relationship. And if the Moon is not well placed, it's definitely leading to someone who is too dependent on you emotionally for resources as well. And again, something similar to Gemini, emotionally manipulative person if Moon is not okay, or someone who is very secretive in nature as well. If Leo rules the eighth house and Sun is well placed, then it gives someone who definitely cares for the family. No, not a person who is selfish. He may or she may respect. Respect is very important for this person, but this person will be taking your care very well. And if the sun is not well placed, then this is someone who is deeply selfish, someone who takes care of his or her needs more than anyone else, very egoistic person. The ego struggle is so strong in the marriage. If Virgo is ruling over the 8th house of your Rashi, it means that you will be dealing with someone who is not too emotional. This person can be supportive, this person can be nurturing, but this person will not see everything with emotions. The emotions you feel, this person is not looking at that issue in the same emotional manner. This person sees everything with logic and practicality. So what you think is relevant might not be relevant for this person. And if Mercury is not well placed, then this person can be very anxious in nature, or this person may deal with certain even health challenges which may become a struggle in the connection. Or simply this is someone who criticizes you a lot. So you have to see how the Mercury is placed. And if the Libra sign is ruling your 8th house, this gives someone who can work a lot on the give and take in the relationship, someone who will always be ready to work on the connection. If you are doing something, that person will address that you're doing something, and will try to do the best in return. That equality is so significant here. There will be love, definitely. But if Venus is not well placed, then there is a great imbalance of give and take in the relationship. Maybe you are doing more and you are receiving less. Or maybe every action you do, you are being judged, whatever action you do for the other person. And it also brings struggle in finances, in managing the finances in the relationship. If Scorpio rules over the 8th house of the Rashi or the Navamsha, definitely this person may keep secrets. It gives a very passionate connection. But again, if Mars is not well placed, this may give someone who hides a lot, someone who again uses the reward and punishment dynamic in the relationship. Okay, so trying to create some kind of guilt or hurt in the other person. This is what is happening. The person you may come across, this person creates that hurt when you don't do something right, or something which is not pleasing enough for this person. You see some kind of hurt coming, especially when the Mars is not well placed. If Mars is well placed, it gives a very close, intimate connection. But how you are reacting emotionally, this person will have a great impact of it. How this person, your partner, reacts emotionally, it may have a great impact on you. So it's like the highs and lows of emotions, which will be the theme of the relationship. And if Sagittarius rules your 8th house, it definitely gives someone who is very outgoing in nature. This person doesn't want to stick to one place or to be in one place for a long time, and definitely a person who brings more wisdom and knowledge in your life, more outward looking. This person can help you to get rid of your fears if Jupiter is well placed. Then if Jupiter is not well placed, it may give someone who is very preachy. Whatever knowledge, whatever decisions this person carry with himself or herself, they will always think that they are right, and whatever steps you take, that's all wrong. So if Jupiter is not okay, this person can really rattle the faith in yourself. That ability to trust yourself will really get impacted. If Capricorn rules over the 8th house of your chart, if Saturn is well placed, this is someone who may take time to develop the relationship, but once it happens, it's very strong. And this relationship is beyond the beyond fulfilling the emotional needs. It's more of understanding. It's more about knowing that certain things in life can be out of control, yet we can be there and work on this connection to make it stable, to be there for each other. So it gives the connection which is grown beyond the emotional give and take, and it's more about being there, being rational, and going through this life. But if Saturn is not well placed, I think the person who comes into your life may impact your career, somewhere you are not being able to focus on your professional journey because of the responsibilities towards this person. Or it could be someone who is emotionally detached, cold, maybe in nature. And also again, it gives a person who is not ready to, change or to be flexible in the connection. If Aquarius rules over the 8th house of your Rashi, then do see how Rahu and Saturn are placed. And if they're well placed in your chart, it shows that you will be dealing with someone who can be your best support system, who can be very indifferent to the parameters of the society. If you feel that you have failed somewhere, or people don't treat you with respect because simply you are different, that's the issue. You are not making any mistake. So I think that person supports you in your journey. That is a great support system to have, because if you are a weirdo, then you are along with the weirdo. So someone who can adapt and be with you the way you are. And this person will be more like a friend. But if the Rahu and Saturn are not well placed, then it gives someone who is the most impractical person. If Rahu and Saturn are not well placed, you will be dealing with someone who somehow escapes from the world. This person may have his or her own way of dealing with things. My way is the right way, and will not change, will not make any efforts for the connection. If Pisces rules over your 8th house and Jupiter is well placed, it will give you someone who is hopelessly romantic, someone who is making your each day bright. That chemistry you share, that emotional and that spiritual connection you have, great chemistry. And there is love indeed, even if you are opposites of each other. But if Jupiter is not well placed, it gives someone who is an escapist, who doesn't want to confront the real issues in the connection. Whenever there is a problem, this person will run away instead of addressing it. So this is how you can understand your connection by looking at the 8th Lord and how it is well placed. I know I have repeated this a lot of times, but still I'm going to say it again. There's so many things which you have to see in a chart before you reach to a final conclusion, because I know there will be some people out here who will call me whatever and they will say, oh, you are so negative, you're so negative. But yeah, it's my duty to remind you that you need to see so many things, okay, to reach to a conclusion. So I hope today's video was helpful to you. See you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.